Yeah, my name's Marco Cunningham, and I've been a volunteer for the Ruamkatanyu Foundation for 15 years now.
My name is Thorsten Hagel. I'm from Germany. I'm an EMS volunteer for the last 29 years in Germany.
Hello, my name is Natwadi Dechayan. Actually, I'm a registered nurse in the Paulo Memorial Hospital.
ชื่อออมนะครับที่เล่นทำงานเริ่มเข้ามาทำนี่เข้าปีที่5แล้วครับอยู่ที่นี่มา
ผมชื่อเสือครับเป็นอาสาสมัครมาตั้งแต่ปี 45 นี่ก็ประมาณ 45 ก็ 10 กว่าปี
Hello, my name is Alicia Loystorm. I work with volunteer when I was 23 years, so now maybe 14 or 15 years.
ที่อยากเป็นก็คือใจรักมาตั้งแต่เด็กเคยเจอเหตุการณ์ไฟไหม้ปั่นจักรยานอยู่ไบซิเคิลแล้วไปเจอไฟไหม้ได้ยินฟังวอเข้าไปดูก็เคยเกิดการทำงานช่วยเหลืออาสาสมัครมาตลอด
When I first came here in my first year, my student, her father was the 2IC of the Ruamkatanyu Foundation, second boss, and she invited me to Body Jack Kong, which means to donate flood relief materials to flood-stricken areas, mainly in Saraburi at that time, 15 years ago. Wow. And then I just got more and more involved because I loved it so much. I didn't realize that Thailand's EMS system was based on volunteers, and eventually I became a volunteer, had my own ambulance, and yeah, just work has just increased just until now. Me and a friend from New Zealand, we opened our own foundation to attract funds to support our work in Vietnam, Thailand, and the last 2 years Myanmar as well. Presently, all these foundations, which are volunteer foundations, take care of 90 to 95% of all the accidents and sick people in Thailand. That's a lot. The government ambulance service, which we have, only takes care of between 5 and 10%. And normally they go to the serious cases. Even when we go to a case and we find out it's too serious for us to handle, we can call an advanced ambulance from the government ambulance service or participating hospitals who work on behalf of the government ambulance service. We fund ourselves, and when I say ourselves, the guy who owns this ambulance here, he bought the ambulance himself, all the equipment in the ambulance, he pays for his own petrol, his uniform, everything.
Oh, wow.
We don't get 1 cent from anybody.
That's really good heart, isn't it?
Yeah, and everybody's the same. All the volunteers are the same. So these guys are really the best of Thai people.
So if one wants to become a rescue volunteer, how do they do and where do they come?
First of all, you got to find a group, like this is our group, this is Thonglo group, and we do Sukhumvit and Paramsi area in Bangkok. And first of all, you got to approach us somehow and say that you're interested in becoming a volunteer. and the group has to accept you. We can just say no, and you have to go somewhere else. You can work for our group, Ruamkatanyu or Potek, and there's some smaller groups around too, but I wouldn't really recommend them. The two big groups are the ones that we should be working with. And then you work with us if everyone's comfortable together and we like you and you're a good person and you're dedicated and you turn up and you do what we tell you to do. Then every year our organisation has the training. You can go to the training and get your identification, which classifies you as a first responder.
Are there different levels of...
Yes, there are different levels. All volunteers start off as first responders. We call it FR. And that's just a 2-day course, around 16 to 20 hours course. It's normally Saturday and Sunday. And that's one thing that our foundation does do for us. People can then go by themselves and learn to be an EMT, Emergency Medical Technician Basic, which is 120 to 140 hours at certain hospitals, government hospitals, or sometimes private. People like me who study by myself with other private organisations, I am equivalent to what they call an EMT Intermediate, which is about 2 years study, and I'm always continuing my study all the time. We have other volunteers. There's another guy here, Mr. T. He's an advanced air paramedic. So he's like a doctor. He's behind us right here. And his friend today that's come with us is a nurse. Some of the guys have girlfriends or boyfriends who are nurses or things like this who will come and volunteer as well. So it's a real mix of people, but predominantly it's FR, first responder, which is only a 2-day training course. But saying that, some of these guys have got 10, 20, even 30 years experience, and they're pretty good at what they do.
I guess many times when you go to a emergency call, you don't really know what's going on. And,
Absolutely, yeah, that's the thing. You don't have a very good communication until the first guy is on the scene and can report back.
All right.
So it's rather too many people being sent than not enough. Yeah. Usually the guys with the motorcycles are the first ones. And we have different groups working together. There's also, for example, Rama 9, which is like a radio club. They are part of the information chain.
All right.
My name is Thorsten Hagel. I'm from Germany. I'm an EMS volunteer for the last 29 years in Germany. I'm very glad that Marco was able to introduce me to Ruamkatanyu here in Bangkok to be able to keep up my volunteer work, even though I'm working here now. I joined Ruamkatanyu in December 2013. And I'm just happy ever since. The best thing I'd say is being able to help people and work in a great team and, you know, rely on each other and make good things happen just by working together with really good people. You get to see a lot of bad stuff, obviously, but anyway, you always have the chance to make the best out of the situation. So even though something really bad happened, you always have the chance to improve the outcome of the patient and, you know, to do your best to make it better.
Hello, my name is Natwadi Chayan. Actually, I'm a registered nurse in the Paulo Memorial Hospital. I'm started to be the volunteer since last year because of my friends asked me to come with. And after I started to be the volunteer, that is very good experience to be, and I have more experience with the trauma cares and also very good relationship with the volunteer teams. that is very good experience. I am the registered nurse. We saw many cases from the volunteers, and maybe some nurses that have very bad opinion with them. But when I come to be the volunteers, I'm changing my mind 100%. I found many good friends and friendship. So that is the best thing.
เริ่มแรกคืออยากช่วยคนครับจริงๆผมชอบงานทางด้านนี้คงจะเป็นเคสรถตกคลองที่รถตกแล้วก็ลงไปช่วยเขา
Yeah, okay, just down the road here we've got a klong, which is a canal. Bangkok's full of canals, and this car somehow went over the concrete barrier and into the klong, and the guy was unconscious. Luckily these guys were right here, and they just shot around the corner and they jumped in a dirty klong, and it's actually really dangerous because there's the bacteria and stuff in that klong can kill people, and these guys jumped in the water, dragged this guy out and saved his life. So yeah, for sure, that's I distinctly remember this accident. It was excellent. They literally saved this guy's life for sure.
ไม่เคยเจอไม่ดีครับมีแต่เจอแบบอาจจะรู้สึกไม่ดีแต่จริงๆคือทุกการกระทำเนี่ยเรารู้สึกว่ามันเป็นสิ่งที่ดีที่เราจะมอบให้กับคนเจ็บมากกว่าไม่เหรอพี่ถ้าไอเทียนเรา
มันเอสเคทาวเวอร์ที่นี่ว่าสิบใช่เอสเคทาวเวอร์เป็นเขตของเราต้องถูกมีความหน่อยๆครับตรงนี้กำลังเปลี่ยน
ทำไมถึงอยากเป็นอาสานะครับอยากช่วยคนครับมันทุกเขตอะครับถ้าเราช่วยให้ผู้บาดเจ็บได้รับความปลอดภัยมันรู้สึกดีทุกเคสอะครับ
ใจน้ำจุดสามหัวในจุดนี้เหลือเพียงคุณวันได้เรียนตัววันตัวชนไม่ได้คอที่จะเป็นว่าปีละ1,800เป็น
เจนเอาเวอร์เนี่ย
ถ้าว่ามีกลุ่มมัน
เอ็กนั่นหมายดิเอ็กนั่นหมาย
Fifth floor
มันจะรั่วนะพี่นี่เขาไปยังไม่ได้ตัด
It's not safe now.
ตัดสักเมตรใหญ่เลย
ไม่มีอะไรแล้วข้างบนดับหมดแล้วล่ะ Everybody
ระวังหน่อยนะครับเพราะว่าเมื่อกี้ผมเหยียบเหมือนสายไฟมันจะดูดส่งมารองเท้าแล้ว
No people inside now. Have some smoke and now the gelat, so we cannot go up. Have water and some electric on phone.
Okay.
It's not safe so much.
Yeah. So now the danger is not from the fire, it's from electricity from water and floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'm happy when I help people. When I was children, I look people work volunteer rescue, and it's very interesting, and I like it. And then when I study university, and I interest, and I'm getting it from university, so I start to work with this. The first case, I went to help one accident, and when that is the accident with car, and then people is the burn, fire is burn, but a lot traffic jam and many cars, so we cannot go inside, and car is boom, and then I go in to look document from people is died with the police, and when I open packet and I see this man have a little girl, little daughter, and I feel very bad on that time when we cannot save people have life when sometimes traffic jam and very late, and yeah, they die or something like that. Feel very bad.
And how many cases have you been to, you think?
Oh, a lot. I cannot remember because very long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.